Hey guys. How is the volume on everything? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me talking. I feel like the game volume's a little loud, but let me know. Volume is good. What about even if I'm back here, like farther from the mic? Cool. All right. So today we are streaming Custom Robo on the GameCube. I have not played this game in a really long time, and I've been excited to play it, to just go back and see what it's all about. I think at the time that I played it, game volume is low on this end, but vocals are great. Okay, I can turn up the game volume a little bit. So yeah, so I played this as a kid. I don't know why, I kind of fell off it, so I didn't play very much of it. And I don't know, I posted about it on Instagram recently, and people kind of went crazy when I started talking about this game. People were like, oh my god, Custom Robo, you gotta play it, you gotta stream it. So here I am streaming it, and I thought it would be fun. I don't want to put myself on the spot, but I have a lot of plans and schemes for the channel and stuff, and I made a list. Let me pull up the list of different mecha games I could live stream on the channel. So I have Custom Robo on GameCube, Xenosaga on PS2, Chrome Hounds on the Xbox 360, Mecha Salt on the original Xbox, Robotech Battlecry on the GameCube, which is horrible, but it's one of the mecha games I own, Zone of the Enders on PS2, Armored Core 2 on the PS2, which is my favorite Armored Core game and is amazing, Gundam Journey to Jaburo, Frame Guide on the Dreamcast, which is a From Software mech action game, a Saturn variety stream of all the mecha games I own for the Saturn, so there's a bunch of those, and then this game called Death Duel on the Genesis, which is kind of niche, but it's one I randomly had as a kid. So that was an idea. I was like, what if every Wednesday I streamed different mecha games? It's like, that could be fun. But hi everybody. Hi Young Freud. Hi Buck Wild. Hi Drake. Robo Tarts. You never got this on GameCube. Super excited to see it. Scott Hall. Yes, Gun Valkyrie. You know what? I totally forgot about that. I have Gun Valkyrie on the Dreamcast, and I've never gotten that far into it. I guess I don't think of it as a mecha because it's more people with jetpacks is how I think of it over mecha. But anyway, yeah, let's just get started with the game. So I'm going to do story mode and start a new story. So if you don't know, this game is a JRPG where you build and customize robots. I don't remember a lot about it. Also, I wanted to say, stick with the stream because about halfway through, we're going to take a little break. And some people have sent me a few things, and I'm going to do some unboxings on the stream. I've got a couple things to unbox. Some of it is like Gundam related, some of it's Japan related, so I won't say too much more, but definitely stick with the stream, and we'll take a little break in a bit, and we'll unbox some of that stuff. So I think this is my cousin's memory card. Sorry guys, I had to dig through my giant bin of like 40 memory cards. So one of my techniques for building up a retro game collection is to just accept everybody else's stuff when they get rid of it. So like every friend, every relative, and now I have a memory card bag that has, no joke, like 16 GameCube memory cards. And I could probably get better about labeling them. But anyway, we got a fresh one that had some space on it. So we're going to start a new journey here today. And yeah, let's see how it's going. Let me get comfortable. I feel like there's going to be a lot of dialogue. Dad, is that you? Can you come outside? Yeah. Oh, okay. I feel like they're really slow rolling the text here. What's wrong, Dad? Why aren't you at work? It's your birthday, isn't it? I brought you a present. Here, hold out your hand. Wow. It's the watch you promised me, but don't you need that for work? It's a very special watch, son. There's nothing else like it in the world, and I want you to have it. You are serious? You're really giving it to me? Thanks, Dad. This is so cool. Like I said, it's very special, and I need you to take care of it. No problem, Dad. I'll take good care of it. Good. Now promise me one more thing. Keep it on you always. Don't ever take it off. Uh-huh. You got it. I'm never going to take it off. Think of me when you wear this watch. Take good care of it. Even when you're all grown up, I want you to keep it safe. All right. Very important watch here. Dad's got to go. You be a good boy now. You take folks' old DVDs and Blu-rays that you don't want? Yeah. It's always worth it. A friend of mine just gave me a Sega CD and a Sega Genesis. Like, just always be open to stuff. Custom Robo on the DS was awesome. I didn't even know there was one on the DS. Could maybe be a bit louder. Let's see. I'm going to just turn everything up a smidge. Think of when you wear the watch. Okay. The writing in this is... He really wants me to think of him when we wear the watch. Wake up. What? You got wax in your ears. I said wake up and get out of bed. Here we go. Honestly, just because you don't work doesn't mean you can sleep your day away. Do you even know what time it is? It's past noon. Don't you have a job interview? What was that place again? Stale Horse? You need that job if you're going to pay your rent. Now get up and get that job. You heard me. Get out of bed and drag your lazy behind to that Stale Horse interview. This is interesting. So I guess you're like a young adult? I could have sworn you were like a little kid in this game. Good morning to you, and it's not Stale Horse, it's Steel Hearts. Whatever, just get up and get out of bed. You need that job, and good luck. Alright. This game engine reminds me a lot of the Pokemon games on GameCube. I doubt it's the same engine, but it could be. It looks super similar. I like this music a lot. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Completely unmarked door area. Let's see. Well, look at you, all gussied up and ready to go. Now don't you come back here without a job. I've been worried about you, and not just because of the rent, you know. You are worried about me. We've all been worried. Not a word from your father comes for years, and then that letter comes. It must have been a terrible shock to find out about his death like that. Jesus. Just a letter and a will. Telling me to become a Robo Commander. I know it's weird, but I haven't seen him for so long. In fact, the only thing I really remember about my dad is the watch he gave me. Yeah, the character portraits are super like 2004 anime style. That's certainly true. You've been living off your family savings for years. It's about time you got a job. I'll do my best. In fact, I'll do whatever it takes to become a commander. That's what your father wanted, isn't it? I don't know why it was so important to him, but I ought to give it a try. I'd like to see his last wish fulfilled. A commander. I can do it. So what's a commander do? A commander is a person who controls a custom robo. I'm afraid I'm not following you. I feel like this is going to be brutally long, guys. I'm going to mash through a little bit of this. Don't think of me as a landlady. Think of me as a friend. Thanks. Commander. I'll do my best. Okay, cool. We're free. Freedom at last. Alright, I guess I'll go here. This is automatic, by the way. I'm not walking. I remember very little to none of this. What do you want? Oh, right. You're here for the interview. You see that scary looking guy over there? He's the guy you want to talk to. He's the boss. Of course. Really? So where did you work? I don't know. You're lying. Listen, not everyone can pilot a custom robo. Look, forget it. Moving to the next question. You got a robo? You got a spare? You're funny. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I need an experienced guy with his own robo. I just can't afford to hire an amateur. If we did hire you, we don't have a robo to spare, so you'll need to get one. I'll do anything. We need some fresh blood around here. We got too much work. Johann Zeta, love this game. It was my brother's game at the time, and I ended up loving it and ended up getting good and unlocked everything. Wow, you unlocked everything. How long? I mean, if you remember. I should have looked it up on how long to beat to see how long it was, but I did not look it up. This is classic JRPG, super long intro text. Yes, yes, of course, we'll be right. Got it. Yes, understood. We'll send someone right away. We've got work, Harry. Standard burglary and the police squad's fighting them now. By the way, who called? Shut your yap and go to the research lab. The request comes from the lab director. Linda. Take the kid. Once he sees a real fight, he'll tuck his tail and run home. Alright, so let's go with Harry to the lab. Let's see. Burglary at the lab. I thought the custom robos... I played the N64 one, which is the original custom robo, and I thought they were toys. But I guess this is a different universe or timeline or something. Don't be mean. We're bounty hunters. Whatever you're all prey off the lowest of the low, you bounty hunters are all bottom feeders. Don't give me any static. Oh my gosh, it's Linda in the fishnets. We've got this covered. Woohoo, looking good as always, Linda. Thanks, Harry. I need you to take care of those crooks right away. They're after Ray 01, our newest robo. It's still in development and was top secret. Top secret, that's so cool. Yes, but there's no telling what could happen if it were to fall into the wrong hands, so we can't let them take it. With your skills, you should be able to take care of them easily. They're stealing our newest robo. One can't be too careful. That's right, you heard. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's get to some combat. I like these burglars get-ups too. What do you want? You don't look like one of those police squad goons. My name is Harry. I'm a bounty hunter. For the love of Linda, I, Harry of the Steel Hearts, will be your undoing. Look at this character portrait. It's absolutely unhinged. Wait a minute, Steel Hearts? Oh, you mean those bottom feeders. We're not bottom feeders. We're bounty hunters. What are those people doing? What are they doing? They're fighting, of course. Fighting. You expect me to believe they're fighting? Yes. But they're not doing anything. They're just staring at each other. No, they're using their custom robos to fight. Can't you tell? I don't see any custom robos. That's because they're fighting inside the Holosseum, of course. Yes, a Holosseum is a fighting arena created in a digital environment. The custom robos fight within that virtual battlefield. Where's Ray 01? I haven't seen any robos at all since we got here. Well, a custom robo remains in cube form until it's released into the Holosseum too. Wait, you're telling me... Oh, you're teasing me, aren't you? Surely you know all of this. Nope, I've never seen one. Do you work with Harry, don't you? Aren't you one of the Steel Hearts? Kind of. Well, then get to work. Go fight some burglars. Take a look. Harry and the police are having a tough time. Holy moly with the dialogue. Is this that classic, like, you have to talk to every single character before? Can I just take the cube? Okay. Can I go in the lab? Let's see. Oh, Harry, there you go. Yeah. Harry got stomped. That's what you get for not paying attention. Oh, I think I hurt myself. They're gonna swipe the new robo if I don't stop them. Harry, let me help. But you don't even have a robo. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me borrow yours. That won't work. I've already done my eye scan registration. I'm the only one that can use it. No time to explain. Hello, can I go now? I mean, if you two are just gonna fight amongst yourselves, you really don't need me here. Man, even the crooks are making fun of us. If only you had a robo. Well, let's just pick up this conveniently placed robo here. There's a button. I'd better press it. Oh, thank you. I'll keep reading the text then. Whoa there, did you just do an eye scan registration? You still haven't told me what that even is. Eye scan registration is when you look into the robo sensor while pressing that button, but there is no time to explain. The point is, you're now the only one who can control that robo. Hurry up and dive. Alright, let's do it. Think about this, kid. You sure want to go up against me even though you've never used a custom robo? This wise guy thinks he's tough just because he got lucky against me. Well, don't be scared. He'll be weak from our fight. Even you should be able to beat him. Now listen, your robo will come out, shoot out of the robo cannon on the left side. It's a machine that shoots out the RoboCube. The RoboCube transforms. When it counts down to 0, it completes the transformation. After that, press the B button to fire your gun. Use your gun to blam, blam, blam your enemy's energy down to 0, and you win. Use the control stick to zoom, zoom, zoom around, and use the B button to fire. That is so very clearly like a literal translation of Japanese onomatopoeia. It's very funny. Got it. Zoom, 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 bang, bang. Luna says, I hadn't actually heard of Custom Robo until recently, and then I saw you were going to stream it. Neat coincidence. Which emulator are you using? I am playing on a real GameCube through a RetroTink 5X. So I'm playing on my real GameCube right here with my Wavebird. I usually like to customize, but let's do that after because I'm pretty sure I have no parts to customize with yet. But trust me guys, we're going to spend a lot of time in the customization section because that's always my favorite part of these games. All right. So this game, from what I recall, and I mean I'm playing it right now so I can just tell you, it reminds me a lot of Virtualon in terms of the gameplay. It's very, very inspired by that. Almost to the point that I'd almost say it feels like a Virtualon clone. But it's much slower paced. And I think I only have one weapon right now. I think, oh, there you go. I figured out my other weapons. Because you have multiple different weapons, just like Virtualon. But it's a basic, you have like a few weapons, you can deploy them in different ways, and then you're doing a lot of like dashing and dodging. Good work. One of the police guys just blew it. Go over there and clean up his mess. Okay, this guy. Come on, I just knocked that loser out. Don't I deserve a break? Alright, listen up. That guy ought to be worn out from his fight. If you listen to my advice, you should be able to beat him. Use the R button to fire bombs and the L button to launch an attack pod. Firing your pod doesn't stop you from being able to move freely. Run at your opponent and keep pressing the L button. Use the R button to drop bombs and the L button to blast the pod. Got it? Got it. Awesome quality stream. Thank you, Mr. Cruselli Pants. Let's just start the battle. So I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it's happening now because we're in the tutorial, but I think you get parts of your enemy's robo when you defeat them. I'm not really sure what the pod does. It doesn't feel very useful. And the bombs feel more like missiles than bombs. Yeah, I need to figure out the mechanics of the pod because it feels like it's maybe like auto, like homing, but it doesn't home very well. That must be worth its weight in gold. Are you talking about the Wavebird? I don't think they're cheap. I don't think they're that expensive. I do have 4 of them though. I'm just hoarding Wavebirds. I guess I gotta take them all out. So I can jump and then air dash with X. Oh, just the system? I don't know how much GameCubes are right now. I think they're like 80 to 100 bucks. GameCubes themselves I don't think are super expensive. It's more the games. I'm not sure how much Custom Robo goes for, but oh, I don't have the box with me right now. It's over on the shelf. I did buy it used for $30 at GameStop. It still has the sticker on it. God, probably like 20 years ago. They said jump and press X, but that does not seem to... Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I figured out how to use that. Okay, so you hold it, and then this, like, reticle pops up. Let me see if I can do it again. There we go. Easy peasy. You now have access to the Twin Flank Pod F. Go visit the parts generator. So this is where the game gets really fun. I think the most fun part about this game is building your own robos. I still think you need some work, but well done. There goes another one. There's the last one. Before you take him out, go to the parts generator and get yourself some new parts. I'll explain later. Just stand in front of it and press the A button. You'll get a new part, one you can use right away. Got it. So I guess you just unlock parts randomly. I didn't remember if there was a shop or like you grind up currency from doing battles or something. Okay. Customize Robo. Here we go. This is the fun stuff. So these are all standard. So I wonder where the flank pod is. I guess it would be, yeah, the pod here. Try it out. Twin flank pod F deploys one pod left and one pod right. Deploys two pods at one time. It just explained that twice. Blows target back on a low trajectory. Advisory, use it when a wall separates you and your foe. Alright, I'll try that. Oh, and let's speed up the text speed a little bit. Faster. Let's try very fast. Let's see how that goes. Alright, let's do this last fight. Drake, this game still looks great. Yeah, I think it looks solid. I think the game looks really solid. The last guy's exhausted. This should be easy as cake. Still, you better listen to my advice. Use the control stick to change the direction of the Robo Cube when it launches. When the cube hits the ground, the number shows how long it needs to charge for the transformation. To speed up the charge, tap the buttons rapidly. If you transform before your opponent, you get to attack first. So my understanding is it's kind of like a dice roll at the beginning of the game. That's interesting. So you can see all the parts your opponent is using before the fight. Cool. Let's just go right to battle. This guy seems like the classic big and slow type. Alright, I tried to get too fancy with it. So I'm kind of remembering some of my struggles with this game, which were that I never felt like I could really get a hold on how to get good. It always just felt like it came down to dashing and then just doing my standard attack. It's not that it's hard, I just want to know that I'm playing the game right and that I'm getting better at it, but it just really feels a little button mashy to me. But I've been playing it for like, we're like 40 minutes into the stream. You now have access to the 3-way gun. Go visit a parts generator. Let's try the 3-way gun, that sounds good. We got all of them, you're not half bad. Mira, you okay, Harry? Gah, what did you get here? What? Did you hit your head? Listen, the reason you got beaten is you're not properly trained. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You need to get out of the mercenary business. Start studying, get yourself a Class A license, and join the police squad. Oh, don't start that again. I told you I wouldn't be caught dead in one of those tacky uniforms. Look, I'll pay all your exam fees. It won't cost you a dime. Come on, what do you say? Captain Mira, we've sent the criminals over to HQ. We ought to head back there ourselves. Can't believe we needed help from those bounty hunters. I'll make sure that all police squad members present at this travesty will hit the training room hard. Captain Mira, we should get back to HQ. I'll be waiting at the front gate. Hey, Flash Mag. Do you still collect games for the Wonder Swan? Yes, I do. Though I haven't picked up any recently. I need to get to modding the backlight in the screen, which I finally have my new setup, so I should be able to do that soon. But I haven't picked up any new games for the Wonder Swan since I was in Japan. Keep yourself warm when you go to bed. You don't want to catch a cold. I do have one mecha game on the Wonder Swan, which is Front Mission, which is a port of the Super Famicom version, but there's really no way to stream the Wonder Swan without like pointing a camera at the screen or emulating it. Was that your sister? Yeah, gee, she's always acting so macho, it really freaks me out. Not that that's any of your business. And here comes Linda. Harry, are you hurt? Linda, I'm okay. Never felt better. Look at his unhinged face. By the way, Harry, who is this? I've never seen him before. Is he new? He's got what it takes to be a great commander someday. Still, he's got a long way to go. Oh, I totally agree, Linda. You're so observant like that. It's incredible. Say, Harry, I've got an idea. How about letting him use our new robot, Ray 01? He adapted to it pretty quickly, and I'd like to gather some data on his usage and control integration. What, this guy? He's not really, with us. He came by today looking for work. The chief doesn't want to hire him. Oh, really? I'll recommend that Ernest hire him myself then. I can't wait to see his face, so we can go ahead and take this Ray 01. Sure, go ahead. Of course, he's already registered it, so only he can use it right now. Haha, yeah, I know. Well, if that's what you want, who am I to argue? Great, that's just fine. By the way, what's your name? This is the great debate. If I use Ellie or if I make up a name for this guy. Maybe I'll do like Pix. No, I'll just do Pixelly. But it doesn't fit. Let's see. Smooches, this is the first live stream I've caught. Hello, chat. Hello to you, Smooches. Welcome to the chat. We're just getting started here. If you missed the beginning, stick around because in a little bit I'm going to be doing some unboxings of some cool items that I've received recently. So that'll be a fun little break. Don't worry, Pixelly, I'll talk to the chief. By the way, Linda, you want to go grab some lunch? Oh, I'm sorry. I've just got too much to do. The whole lab's a mess. Thanks to those burglars. Besides, your work here is done. Don't you have to go back to the Steel Hearts office? I'll give Ernest a call and ask him about Pixelly later. I feel like Pixelly was not the right name. It's going to mess with me every time I read it from now on. See you later, Harry. Pixelly, take care of Ray 01. I love JRPGs so much, but in games like this, sometimes just the text kills me. I was gonna tell you about the parts generator. Like, here, the thing is, we already understand the parts generator, my guy. Like, you don't have to explain it. It was self-explanatory. It belonged to my dad. I never knew what it was supposed to do. It just kind of sits there. Oh yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Anyway, I was about to explain. A parts generator registers new part data onto your RoboCube. When you buy a Robo, it only comes with the standard parts. You won't have access to a lot of parts if you don't collect enough battle experience. When a Robo gathers battle experience, the internal computer records the battle information. The parts generator automatically reads the record and gives you the new part. Any new parts you get, you can use them in the next battle. Whatever parts you want to use is up to you. You can customize as much as you like. Does this count as reading a book? Yeah, basically. Let's come on. Alright, I'm jamming through this. When you want to get out of practice mode, press retire. Got it. Thank Lordy. Before we go, why don't you ask these lab guys for some info? They're robo researchers. They probably have plenty of stuff they can teach you. Give me a holler when you want to leave. Robos usually remain in their cube form. This is not important. I was hoping maybe somebody would give me something. Any free items or no? Yeah, no, it's just tutorial stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. Parts generator. I got the 3-way gun. Angel D, thank you for the sub. And hello, Demon. Welcome to the chat. Hey, you're looking to talk to Linda? Well, forget it, she's busy. Alright, so I can't leave. I gotta talk to literally everyone. Which is the worst. Thanks for helping us. We're good at science, but not at fighting. Most commanders become better by fighting by mastering each of the Robo's abilities. Okay, I think I talked to everyone, so please let me go free. Alright. Freedom at last. Guys, do you guys know if there are any other mech games on the GameCube besides this? And the Robotech game? I know there are some Gundam games. I think some of them might be Japan exclusive. I don't know what happened out there, but Linda just called, told me to hire him. Just so you know, we hired you for that Robo of Linda's, and not because you're some hotshot. Alright, it's settled then. Well, at least you got the job. You can go home for today. Just be ready to work hard tomorrow. I'm going home. Thanks. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go home. See you tomorrow. Yeah, not if I see you first. There is the Zoids game on GameCube. Yes, you're right, Matt. I forgot about that Zoids game. I've never played it. Have you played it? Is it any good? You don't want to get fired on your first day at work, do you? Nope. Now go up and get to work. Any new parts? No, I doubt it. The mailbox functional? I don't think so. It's time for you to wake up. Don't you start work today? Good luck with that. I'll do my best now. I'm still confused about all this. What does a bounty hunter do? Is that like a mercenary? It's hard to explain, but basically we hunt down criminals whose crimes involve robos. But isn't that what the police does? Police squad? We take requests from the police that the police squad considers too small to bother with. Sounds like those private eyes from the stories. Are you like detectives or something? Well, I guess that all that really matters is that you're a commander, just like your father wanted. So work hard, What's going on in here? Who are these people? Look at this guy. Look at Walt. Bounty hunters use their custom robos to solve problems, right? Amazing. I wonder if you could use your robo to get me a... Never mind. And woman. Why does Walt get a name and she's just woman? Oh, Pixelly, I heard you became a bounty hunter. Guys, I'm sorry, but these facial expressions are so unhinged. If we've got any problems, we'll go straight for your help. Let's see. You became a bounty hunter? That's so awesome. I gotta be a bounty hunter too. So everybody has a name except for the woman who's just woman. Being a bounty hunter is cool, I guess, but I'd rather be in the police squad. They're so elite. So it's clearly a family of 4, I feel like. And they're all named except for her. There's literally photos of them on the wall. Is Phantom Crash on the GameCube? Phantom Crash is Xbox exclusive, I believe. If we're going to go for Mecha content on 6th gen consoles, PS2 is always your best bet. Favorites being Armored Core Last Raven, Another Centuries Episode Trilogy, Front Mission 5, and Ring of Red. I've never heard of Ring of Red. That sounds cool. It's a good name. And Front Mission 5, I'm pretty sure, Matt, I think that's a Japan exclusive, right? Huge fan of Another Centuries episode series. That's basically FromSoft's magnum opus in terms of mecha that ain't Armored Core. Cool. Yeah, I need to mess with some more of those PS2 Japan imports. Hey, don't go barging into my office. Alright, I guess let's get out of here. Heroes Home. So a lot of these places, pretty much all of them, I'm guessing, are locked for now. And I'll unlock them later. Yeah. So I guess if there's no text above it, you can't go there. Let's talk to these bozos. Go check with Ernest. He doesn't act like it, but he is the boss around here. Alright, let's see if we got any jobs. Ah, you're here. You probably noticed, but this is a small office we've got here. We don't have the manpower to spend long training you, so I'll need to get you up to speed. Da-da-da. She's on duty. called you this morning, but you didn't answer. Really? That's odd. Well, that's why I sent Marcia. Let me go help Marcia. Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. She'll be fine on her own. She's a skilled commander. Let's go to the gym and do some training. Alright. Is this the robot game by Capcom or a different one? This is actually by Namco. I think it's a joint collab between Namco and Nintendo. This is a training gym. Ernest got us group membership here. All this dialogue is putting me to sleep, you guys. Ring of Red is basically a diesel punk Gundam 0083 and every bit as badass as implied and set during the Cold War. That sounds pretty awesome. Young Freud Gotcha Force is the Capcom one. Yeah, Gotcha Force. Is that the one that's kind of expensive? Gotcha Force? Some commanders. I just want to get this fight over with so I can get to the real game. Let's see, I'll use the three-way gun. I like these little animations. So the basic gun fires 3 rounds at a time. Aerial and ground shots are the same. Range medium. Advisory, it's hard to hit your foe with this gun alone, so use bombs or pods first to freeze your opponent. And then the three-way fires 3 rounds in 3 rows. Aerial and ground shots are the same. Medium long. It's easier to hit your target when shooting from afar. We'll try that. Check out Ring of Red, you'll be disappointed. Yeah, it definitely sounds like something I'd want to check out. Was Ring of Red released in English? Sorry if you already said it was, I don't remember. Okay, the three-way shot seems way better, but it does not do as much damage. So the key is to just dodge a ton. The controls feel kind of sluggish. Oh, there we go. Got him. Ring of Red was released stateside. Matter of fact, it was an early release for the PS2 stateside. That's pretty cool. You now have access to Standard Bomb S. Well done. Just remember, I was going easy on you. I'm gonna rest for a bit, so why don't you go up against the computer? Is there no parts machine in this room? Please go to the other side. Alright, I'll just train with this guy. Hopefully I'll get some more parts. And then we'll go customize and see if we can jam through some more of the story. Actually, after a couple more matches, maybe I'll take a little break and we'll do the unboxing. This last battle level would be a great Animal Crossing home for design. It does kind of have a little bit of that vibe. Maybe that's the Nintendo in it. Didn't I just unlock a new bomb? Oh, I have to get it at the parts thing, right? Okay. Got it. I remember. Oh, I rolled a 6. Okay, so your bombs can hit you as well, I'm realizing. The splash damage just hit me on that one. And you can't hit them when they're in rebirth. Which is, I guess, after you get knocked down, I think you go to rebirth and you can't be hit for a second. Come on, guy. This guy seems to have like way more HP than the other guys. I also think the three-way is not better because it's easier to aim, yes, but it does way less damage than the basic one. Undercover Loon says Soul Eater 2. Early 2000s set era of anime is very much underrated. So many bangers like Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, Razifon, Full Metal Panic, etc. Soul Eater 2, got it, yeah. I love early 2000s anime. You guys know that from my recent videos, I'm sure, but I tend to talk about them in general. You now have access to the Speed Pod D. Come to think of it, after 2008, anime seemed to have taken a bit of a nosedive. I love early 2000s anime because it was the peak of hand-drawn animation before everything went to digital. And I think only now digital is starting to get like really, really good in the last couple years. But I think I prefer budget hand-drawn to budget digital. I think nothing looks worse than like budget digital animation. Standard Bomb S, Speed Pod D. Cool. So, I guess when you... So there's 12 different bodies I'll eventually be able to get for the Robos. I do wish the customization was a bit more heavy. I feel like this is a game they could definitely do a Switch version of and just do some additional customization, like being able to paint stuff. I guess it's hard to compete with games like Gundam Breaker and Armored Core. Like, they would really need to do a lot to make Custom Robo stand out with games like that as competitors. But I do feel like you could do some fun stuff with it. Who's this lady? Sophie. You can only batter each training computer once. After there are a lot of visitors and you can't hog the machines, they'll never get a chance to practice. Okay, so maybe I just need to grind against all these computers. And I'll probably unlock a bunch of starter parts. Main favorite era of anime is the 80s and 90s because that's when my favorites like Votom's Evangelion are at. Plus Trigun is GOAT tier 2. I love the original Trigun. I did not watch the remake because I think they kind of gave Vash like douchebag haircut, and I wasn't into it. I have some friends that watched it and they said it was actually really good. But how can you do that to Vash? Like, the original Vash design is so good. Trigun is one that I would really like to check out the manga for, because the art in Trigun is insane. It was obviously, like, I shouldn't say obviously because I'm not 100% certain, I've never looked this up, but it feels like it was kind of Todd McFarlane inspired with the cape design, like the way the cape is drawn. It reminds me a lot of Spawn, if you guys follow comics. Like, Vash's cape has big Spawn cape vibes, but it looks amazing. And it's even more exaggerated in some of the static art that I've seen. So I'd love to check out the manga for those reasons. I still don't quite understand the best opportunity to drop a bomb. It still feels to me like the best strategy is to just dash and spam the main attack. Speaking of Evangelion, y'all checked out the Evangelion in America documentary. I've actually never heard of that. You now have access to the criminal. Go visit a parts generator. To the criminal. That sounds crazy. I got a criminal. I'll try it. Let's see here. It doesn't look nearly as cool though. It looks kind of doofy in my opinion. It says, a trick flyer model, very agile while airborne, extremely slow on the ground. Can perform up to 3 short-range but elaborate air dashes. Collision, charges straight toward his opponent and drifts upward after impact. I think I'm going to skip on that because I kind of like the way this one is playing. I could definitely go for like a faster one. But that one sounds... Oh, this guy's going to use a trick flyer. It doesn't jump far, but it can do quick air. So I guess I'm going to fight against... Sounds like the criminal in this one. There's actually, guys, there's an anime documentary that I am excited to watch. It's... I forget the name of it, but it's about... It's a documentary about anime conventions from like 2006. And it's billed as like the either America or the West's first ever documentary about anime fandom is how it's billed. I haven't watched it yet. I have a DVD. You can still get like new copies for super cheap. They're like $5 on eBay. If I remember the name, I'll let you guys know. Or I can find it in a little bit and pull it out. Guy. Is this gonna be the first match I lose? This guy's pretty good. I just barely won that one. That guy was pretty hard. What's it called, please? Pixelly, do you go to anime cons? I've only been to one anime convention. And it was Otakon a few years ago. And I had a lot of fun. Expertly done. I look forward to challenging your skills again soon. You got a Gemini Bomb P. I will say, once you get through the initial, like, all of the, just like all the text you have to read, the slow trickle of parts that they give you is pretty fun. If you're somebody like me, and you guys probably are all based on the kinds of stuff we like, but if you like just like tweaking with stuff slowly, constantly, customizing, it's a really nice trickle of upgrades. Here we go. So I think this is the last guy. Wait, that's Otaku Unite, right? I'm not sure if it's Otaku Unite. It's Otakon. Oh, are we talking about the anime? Let me grab it real quick. Yes, it is. Otaku Unite. It says the first documentary about anime fandom. I love stuff like this. So my copy is still sealed. I haven't seen it, so I cannot vet it. Like, I don't know if it's any good, but I'm excited to watch it nonetheless. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from 2006. It was released by Central Park Media. I feel like I just never hit with the bombs. With the pods, I feel like I hit 30% of the time. With the bombs, I feel like I hit never. There we go. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Matt says, I actually watched that documentary not too long ago. Pretty good deep dive into otaku culture in the early mid-2000s. And Young Freud, sweet. It's on YouTube. I will check it out. I didn't know it was on YouTube. I have access to the cockroach pod. Sounds weird. Ah, the phone. Who could it be? Where's Harry? That idiot turned his cell phone off. Tell Harry to call me back. First, let's get the pod. There's Harry. Come on, what's your phone number? So you want my number? Quit fooling around. How about a date? Come on. Harry is a total creep. Ernest wants me to call him back. Oh god, I was totally gonna get her number. Harry here, what's up? Kind of busy. Da 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 da. Hey, Pixelly, we've got work. See you later, Sophie. Let's go on a date next time. Alright, so we gotta go to the park. And this is doing it on autopilot. There they are. Wonder what they're fighting about. I'm the one who called you. These boys are fighting over me because I'm so cute. Well, I mean, I guess I did tell them I'd go out with them on the same day and time, but I didn't know which one to cancel. So I thought I'd just come out and see what happened. And while I was waiting, they saw each other and they started fighting over me. So anyway, I'm like freaking out here. I called the police, but they said they didn't have enough men. Alright, let's fight these guys. Let's do it. I like everybody's get-ups. Would I ever want to be a guest at an anime con? It's something I've thought about. I think it could be fun under the right circumstances. Okay, so now this level definitely has Animal Crossing vibes. Like the floor texture. Someone was saying earlier in the stream that one of the stages looked like it could be like an Animal Crossing room. This one has big Animal Crossing vibes. This guy is much easier than that one CPU. Easy. There's also Dominion Tank Police, Cyber City 080808. 080808, yeah. And Project ACO for Central Park Media too. Yeah, I have all of those on DVD, Matt. They're all really great. Ooh, I finally got new legs. Harry, behind you. And they ran away. This girl just looks just like Hatsune Miku. Just a classic cyber idol. Okay, so I don't have a license and I need to get a bounty hunter license, it sounds like. This place looks cool. Looks like a shrine. I guess I go, maybe I try the lab. Oh no, we're going to the office. Yeah, it's totally Hatsune Miku. license. Oh yeah, that. I guess that's not such a bad idea. I could have sworn that the law places full responsibility on the employer of a robo commander. What? Seriously? Alright then. Harry, I want you to take him to get his license tomorrow. Class D, what's that? Let me explain how it works. The license ranks go from D to A. Okay, so obviously I'm going to start out at D and grind up. Oh, this guy's chair is lit. He left. Any tips for the test? As long as you don't oversleep, you'll be fine. Goodbye. I'm going home. I wonder how long this game is. Wake up. Don't you have that lying test today? You better get up if you don't want to be late. Lying. I wasn't lying. Weird. I don't understand that dialogue. Anyways, guys, why don't we take a little break? And maybe I'll go to the customize. Oh yeah, the legs. Let's just customize this really quick. That looks cool. All right. So let's switch it up here. Let me just catch up on the chat. You checked out Mecha Break yet? It's pretty damn good. I have not checked it out. I have not checked that out yet. All right. Let's see. Thank you for telling me I was muted. I'll say it again. This is a sneak peek of the new game room. It's not an exciting angle. I'm going to do a tour video soon. But yeah, we're going to take a little break and do the unboxing. So 2 companies sent me some stuff. What were the balloons? I don't know. Is that because I did the peace sign? Is that... Okay. I guess that's built into OBS. Super weird. Or maybe it's a Mac thing. It might be a Mac thing. So let me just get right to it. So Gallery sent me some paints, and this is not sponsored by them. I just thought it would be something fun to do on stream. Is open it up and see what's inside, but these are some of their new Kaleido Colorworks high performance water-based acrylic paints. So you guys know when I airbrush Gunpla that I usually use water-based paints, so acrylics. I usually use, I've tended to use the Vallejo paints, but I want to start branching out and trying some different stuff. So I'm just going to open this real quick and see what's inside. See what kind of colors I got. Just open the plastic with the scissors here. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's like a vintage Akira poster. I forgot where I got it from, but it's double-sided. It's pretty cool. it smells really good. What's weird? So I'm a big person on like the smells of packages. This reminds me of the smell of if you ever opened like a new board game box. It smells kind of like new board game. But yeah, it's got this little booklet. It just shows you all the colors in the line. Lots of different colors there. That's cool. And then on the back it shows you like the different gloss levels. And then there's like a nice array of paints in here. These are cool. The caps are kind of interesting. Can you guys see that? It has this like really interesting cap design. I guess it makes it easier to grip, or maybe it's just supposed to look unique, but that's kind of cool. It says gloss paint for Mecha specifically. It says primary Mecha, dark coral with rapid air drying technology. Let's see if they're all gloss. This is Azure Blue gloss. Freedom Blue. Some of these colors, guys, I do have to say, super vibrant colors. Like if they're showing up on the stream like that, just super vibrant blues. Sunset Orange gloss. So these are all gloss. Oh, this is cool. It also came with thinner. Its own type of thinner. Acrylic medium. And then its own cleaner, which is pretty cool. So you get like the full little set of cleaner, paint, all ready to go. Some of these colors are really nice. This is probably boring, but I really like this green. Like an artillery green. Kind of like the color of my shirt, just a little more vibrant. Yeah, so that's just a little package I've been waiting to unbox for a while now. I'm excited to give them a try. And yeah, I'll get to try some new paints. And I'll definitely let you guys know what I think. Looks like there's two. Oh, that's white. Sorry, I thought I saw some metallics in there. It's white and cool white. Okay, so just two different whites and not metallic. And then olive green. Cool. So that's the first box. And we're gonna go ahead. So again, this is not sponsored, but they reached out to me on Instagram, and Japan Candy Box offered to send me some snacks from Japan. So you guys know we love stuff from Japan here on the channel. And I forgot what the conversation was like, but I eat a like plant-based vegan diet, so sometimes it's really hard to find snacks from Japan because a lot of stuff has milk in it. So I don't remember if they sent this or not, but I think I was looking on their website and it did say on the candy box they did have like a box of dairy-free snacks. So I'm not sure if that's what's in here, but we'll open it and see what they sent. And hopefully there's some stuff I can eat. If not, I usually just like give it away to my friends and stuff. Yeah, the orange looks awesome. I love candy, says Freud. We all love candy. Who doesn't love candy? This is really hard to open for some reason. Alright. So, cute little box with this little character here. It says Yes, Japan Candy Box, Sweet Sakura Bites. This is the April 2025 box, so I've been hoarding this for a while. Waiting to open it on stream, and I just haven't had a chance with the move and everything. So let's see. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So we've got... I feel like most of this, sadly, I probably can't eat. I'll have to Google Translate the ingredients and stuff later. But these are potato? I guess they're like little potato chip rings. It looks like umeboshi flavor. I think this is a little Hello Kitty mochi. Yeah, there's like nothing I can eat here, so all my friends are gonna really enjoy this. Sakura Paki, matcha, Sakura matcha. This little guy, I have no idea what these are. Sakuyama Choco, so I guess they're like little chocolates. Matcha milk chocolates, Choco Flakes. I just love the packaging. Like the packaging on Japanese candy is the best. Got these little sticks here. Kit Kat, of course, because you know the Japan Candy Hall always needs Kit Kat. Little guys, which actually say Bandai Namco on it, I guess. That little character is a Bandai Namco character. I didn't know that, but yeah, it's got the little Bandai logo. The red Bandai logo, though, the OG one. Yeah, only dark chocolate for me. Groovatronic. I just saw your comment now that you eat a plant-based diet too. That's cool. And then these little look snacks. And then some strawberry gummies. So a ton of stuff. I'm probably like 99% sure I can't eat any of it, which is a bummer. But it was cool. It was cool of them to send me some stuff. So, that being said, why don't we get back to this game and see if we can unlock some stuff. Alright, so where were we? Bird. All right. So we have to go take the test. Yeah, it was a pretty solid snack box. They really jammed a lot of stuff in there. Good morning. Good luck with the test. Right, I gotta get my license. That's what the test is for. Oh, test hall right there. So, your name's Trish. That's a cute name. Come on, how about it? Tell me your phone number. If something were to, you know, happen to you, I could rescue you. I'd even give you a discount. Discount? Is that supposed to impress me? Still, you got a kind of naive charm. See, I'm charming. Here, write it here. Write it down here. This guy is like the Brock of Pokemon type character. Just the worst all the time. All you gotta do now is stand in front of the exam machine and insert your exam card. Alright, let's take this exam. These are all occupied. Here we go. This is for the Class D license. Commander. Oh god, it's a trivia quiz. What's it called when a person and his robo become one? A dive. What's it called when your robo is in its easy to carry form? Obviously Robo Cube. Not the most difficult questions. What is the Custom Robo Researcher Center also known as? Yeah, lavatory. Which license class do you need to join the police squad? I actually don't know this. I'm assuming it's Class A. What is the name of the arena where custom robos fight? The Coliseum. What is the name of the machine that transfers custom robo data? The parts burninator. The parts generator. Which of the following is an actual custom robo part? Pod. The proper name of this testing hall is called the Custom Robo Department of Licensing. What number question are we on? 10. End of questions. Knowledge test complete. Perfect score. The next test is skill. You'll have to fight a custom robo. Never just run into an open area without a reason. You always want to be hiding behind walls. Got it. Yeah, Young Freud, I do think that is a Homestar reference for sure. Hey Mithrium, welcome. Let's just start the battle. I feel like of all the parts upgrades that I've got, I feel like I need like faster boosting and just faster movement in general. Trying to figure out if I do more damage when I'm like point blank range, but I cannot tell. I think maybe I do. Or maybe it's just that more of my shots hit, but this guy's kind of harder. Got him. Groovatronic says, can't wait to see the Tractor Robo with the one beefy arm. Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be awesome. You now have access to the feather legs. I'm gonna try that because is there no generator in here? Oh, here it is. It's like hidden in the back. Because feather legs sounds like they're probably a good deal faster. My intuition tells me they are probably faster. Let's see. Feather. Decreases jump speed. Oh, that's interesting. It's the opposite of what I want. Makes you less vulnerable to attacks when landing. Also helps to make sharp turns on the ground. So it's actually worse at jumping. Okay, I'll keep to the long thrust then. So what else do I have to do? Insert my card into the machine. Each type of robo is broken into a number of models. Ask the girl next to me. Let me tell you about the types of robo. That Ray 1 is a Shining Fighter model. Different types have different abilities. For example, a Shining Fighter can air dash if you press the A button after a jump, but an Aerial Beauty will do an air jump if you press the A button in the air. The Little Raider model runs really fast, and the Metal Grappler has high endurance. There's a lot of other ones too. Okay. So, how do I get a card? Am I done with the test? Oh, okay, there we go. I just had to talk to him. Perfect. Anyone else stoked for the new Macross anime coming our way? I, for one, am quite stoked as Sunrise is working on it. Yeah, new Macross anime sounds really cool. Reiji says, are you familiar with the Super Nintendo game Robo Trek? I have not heard of that. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't visualize in my head like what the gameplay is. Hey, Enjoyable Panic. Welcome to the stream. Also quite hyped for Super Robot Wars Y, especially since I get to rock some God Gundam and get a Robo Arc. Yeah, that sounds fun. I've never played any of the new Super Robot Wars games. Oh, I forgot another game that I have is I have the Sakura Wars game for the Wii, and I've actually never played it. It's been sitting in my backlog forever. I think that would be really fun to play. I believe it was the first one that was ever translated to English, like officially, that officially came out in the West. But I think it would be really cool to play a Sakura Wars game on stream. I was saying earlier in the stream, for those of you who are joining late, I read off a list of like every single mecha game in my backlog, and I said it would be really fun if like every week, once a week, I did a stream and I just try to play through my whole backlog of mecha retro games. Wii Sakura Wars would be fire. Yeah. I've only played one Sakura Wars game, and it was for the Game Boy Color, and it was like a straight up visual novel. I know they all have heavy visual novel elements, but that one, I couldn't even make it to the combat. It was also in Japanese, so my Japanese is not at the level of like visual novel. What's this ticket? It looks like a ticket he dropped or something. Groovatronic says, yeah, it'd be cool to see all the different games you have. Yeah, I could... Let me check on my phone here. So I have a list. I'm going to add Soccer Wars Wii to the list. So the list is Custom Robo on the GameCube, Soccer Wars on the Wii, Xenosaga PS2, Chromehounds on 360, Mecha Assault on the OG Xbox, Robotech Battlecry on the GameCube, Zone of the Enders PS2, Armored Core 2 PS2, Gundam Journey to Jaburo, that's also on the PS2, Frame Gride on the Dreamcast, that one's by From Software, Sega Saturn Mecha Variety, so I have all of the Gundam side story games. I have the whole trilogy, and then I also have, is it Mecha? No, not Mecha Assault. I'm blanking on the name, but I have another mech game on the Saturn that uses the Saturn like Virtual On stick, and then also Virtual On. Death Duel on the Genesis, and then I'm also forgetting I do have some more modern games as I'm looking up. I think I have some Gundam game. I think it's like Gundam. Maybe it's Gundam Breaker. Oh, I have Gundam Dynasty Warriors 3, I think. For the PS3. And I made that list like off the top of my head, just quickly looking. I might have a few other odds and ends, but those are most of the mech games that I own. I think I also have a Macross game for the Sega Saturn. Let's check in on the chat here. I assume you're playing on OG hardware. Yes, I am. I'm playing on a GameCube with a RetroTink 5X. I have my Wavebird here, and I'm playing on my CRT. And then I have a splitter, and it splits out to the capture card. That's a good idea. It will motivate you to go through the list. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like a good way to motivate myself to go through the list, and it does something fun for the channel. I think it's a really good way to get through my backlog. Robotrek, called Slapstick in Japan, is a JRPG where you play a boy inventor that uses robots to fight like Pokemon. You get parts to customize your robots. Reiji, that sounds kind of like Robopon, which is for the Game Boy. I wonder if they're related. Loving that your character is ignoring Lucy until asleep. Yeah. And then, heck yeah, I loved Robotech Battlecry when I was a kid, trying to get it working through emulation right now. The Robotech games were bad, but I still like playing them. That Robotech Battlecry game was ungodly hard, so that could be fun to play on the stream. I just got up to a certain point, and then, like, there was this boss that was just impossible. I tried like 30 times, and I could not get past it. What would you consider to be the best mecha games? For me, it's Macross 30. For full anime game, Armored Core 6 for mecha action, Virtual On for fighting, and Xenogears for RPG. So I've never played through Xenogears enough, or Xenosaga. I really want to play both of them. I really liked the first Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U. I had a lot of fun with that. Virtual On, of course, is my favorite mech arcade game. Let me think. Yeah, I think those off the top of my head. And then, so for the, maybe Armored Core 2 on the PS2. Armored Core 2 on the PS2 is really, really cool and has a lot of features that I was kind of sad they weren't in the newest Armored Core game, which I did play on the PS5, and I enjoyed. but I did not enjoy it as much as Armored Core 2. Specifically, all the like UI stuff inside your mech in Armored Core 2 is so cool, and it's insanely customizable. Oh, one that I really want to play, which I would love to do, maybe like as a stretch goal on the stream, would be Steel Battalion with like the giant Steel Battalion controller. I think that would be a lot of fun. Harry is straight up depressed right now. Thanks for coming back. When did you call Ernest? Right after you left. That's Harry. He's quite the hunk. Can we talk about the job here? Right. Walt and his wife are fighting. It's gotten crazy. They're using their robos to fight and their children are crying. I tried to stop them, but I don't know a thing about robos. Alright, guys, so we're called in to break up a family feud. Alright, let's see. Does she have a name yet? No, now she's still just woman. Metal Grappler. The Metal Grappler has extremely high defense. I usually focus on attacking rather than worrying about a little damage. Got it. Okay. I think I'll just keep it as is and just go to start battle. Oh, that's cool. So we're starting to see like more interesting arenas. That part in the middle raises and lowers, and I think it looks like when it lowers, maybe you take damage if you fall in that center area. That's cool. I wonder if there will be like bigger arenas as you go farther into the game. That one was pretty easy. I think the fact that it's slower made it a lot easier. Let's see. Matt says, Virtual On is my favorite arcade game ever, let alone arcade mecha game. Everything about the franchise is perfect. From the mecha designs to the gameplay, it's all awesome. Yeah, especially with the arcade controls, it's just really fun. And Hendrik says, this style reminds me of the Ace Attorney games, but more cartoony. Yeah, I can see that. The character illustrations. How dare you hurt my hubby? Get up, dear. We'll defeat these evil villains and show them that our love is strong. That's right. I love you. I love you too. Whoa there, wait a minute. Why does this have to happen to me? I'm just some guy. Hey, Pixelly, come here. We ain't gonna let them beat me up. You've never had a 2-on-2 battle before, have you? It's when two people team up on two others. Listen carefully. I'll explain to you 2-on-2 battles. The basics are the same. The arrow on top of your robo's head locks onto one of your opponents. If you want to change your target, press the Y button. The colors of the robo cannons indicate the color of the robos battling. Alright, got it. It's funny, I was just gonna ask if... I wonder if they're gonna if there's gonna be more than like one-on-one battles, and then immediately there's a 2-on-2. Let's try some of those new parts. Okay. Was it the twin flank? No, that's an old one. I think that's the thing about this game is I kind of forget when I get stuff. Although I think if you've never used it, it shows up as yellow. So you kind of know like what stuff to try. But I'll just keep it as is, I guess. Alright, let's get to it. It's very chaotic for sure. Like, I wonder what it's like for you guys just watching this in terms of following what's going on. But like I said earlier, it does play a lot like Virtualon. It's super similar. And Virtualon is definitely the blueprint for 100% of this combat. Which makes sense because I guess the first Custom Robo, or Custom Robo 1 and 2 on the N64, they probably came out just like a little bit after Virtualon came out on the Saturn and in the arcades. It's definitely gotten more intense as we've gotten further into the game. Yeah, I would say that. And now I have access to the Metal Ape and the Spider Pod. Cool. Come to think of it, Mecha Break feels like a rebirth of Virtualon if you ask me. That's cool. I'll definitely have to check out Mecha Break. And here's Hatsune Miku, yet again. The chief was worried about you. He said you weren't your normal self today. Great. Well, you've got perfect timing. It's all over. I see. But how did things turn so ugly so quickly? That's what I'd like to know. Man, what a mess. I was washing my husband's clothes this morning, and I found a note in his coat pocket. There was a phone number on it. I didn't know what it was, so I called it, and a young lady answered. I was certain that my husband was cheating on me. But honey, I told you I just found that note out front this morning. I believe you. You'd never do anything like that. I'm sorry I lost my temper. I'm sure it was only a prank. Prank or no prank, I hope you're sorry. Please stop. There are children here, and you're scaring them. If it's alright, can I see the note you found? I'll take this as evidence. Give me that, Marcia. It's nothing. I can't let a helpless girl carry around a heavy load, you know? It's just a piece of paper. It's great. Everything worked out. Don't they look good together? And they lived happily ever after. Harry, are you alright? What do you mean? Just a second ago you were furious, but now? Furious? Who, me? I'm made of love. Hey, Pixelli, you need to lighten up. Married couples have their reasons for things. You gotta give them slack. Got it? Your parents are fine now. Everything's alright. So you both want to be commanders when you grow up. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Yeah, let's just get the heck out of here. The dialogue is brutal. This keeps getting better. Yeah, it definitely keeps getting better. You got Trisha's number. Hold on, it's the phone. Hello, Chief? Yes. Harry and Pixelli took care of it. Hurry up and head over to Bogey's Cafe. Marv's there. The one with the reward on his head? If we catch Marv, we should get a big reward. If the police squad gets there before you, the reward's gone. Hurry up. Alright, so we gotta go to Bogey's. Going over to Bogey's over here. Nice little cafe by the water. Evil, huh? Harry and Marcia, what's going on? Oh great, not him. Harry, Harry, Harry. Still have the manners of a kindergartner, eh? I assume you're here for the notorious outlaw Marv. I'm sorry, but you're too late. Dark Blue, or more specifically, I, Evil, have already captured the rogue. Darn it, Dark Blue got the reward. But how did you know that Marv was here? So you want to learn my secrets? You hope to benefit from my wisdom, perhaps. Okay, I'll tell you. Bogey here officially requested the services of my little mercenary crew. Dark Blue to the rescue. What? Bogey, why? But you told us you always go to Steel Hearts when you got trouble. Well, your boss has been here all day, sucking down coffee and what? And he was sitting in a dark corner all by himself writing poetry and occasionally weeping. How can I rely on you guys when your boss is such a space cadet? Poetry? Ha ha ha. Young Ernest is a poet, and you didn't know it. Oh, this is too delicious. The writers on this game, I feel like, just went off and did whatever they wanted. Well now, aren't you the kid who came in looking for a job with Dark Blue not too long ago? Of course, that's right, your name's Pixelli. You applied at Dark Blue too. Yeah, but I didn't make it. Well, of course not. You were a total amateur. Hiring you would be a total idiotic risk. Oh, what's with your ceaseless blathering, Harry? Are you saying you know Pixelli too? Wait up. Don't tell me. Did Steelhearts hire this amateur? Oh, that's rich. I like his cronies behind him. Pixelli has tons of talent, and someday he'll be an excellent commander. At least that's what Linda says. Really, I don't know what gives you that impression, but I look forward to seeing if you're right. I got a nice reward for catching that Marv chump. How about I get you a nice little latte or something? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. When Steelhearts drink coffee, you start to wax poetic. I'm no art critic, but I know what I don't like, and I don't like poems. This game is unhinged. Is this supposed to be like when you're 12 years old and playing this game? It's like hilarious. Hilarious A+ rating for a 12-year-old. Man, I hate that guy. Alright. Thought there was going to be a fight there, but I guess not. I'd say story-wise, let's see. Armored Core 6 is best, especially since it's a love letter to 3rd gen Armored Core, which is the best generation of AC. Drake says, evil is an evil genius. I agree with that. Groove Tronic, yeah, I wonder if evil is evil. Could evil possibly be evil? I feel like he's actually not gonna be evil, because he's one of those characters that's like so obviously the bad guy that he probably has some moment where he's like, he does something good and saves everybody later in the game. He seems like I'm trying to think. He seems like a Team Rocket type villain where it's like they're bad guys, but they're not actually. All right, I'm gonna go home and see everyone tomorrow. Let's go back to my house. The fact that their parents name them evil, yeah. Showtime partner, seems like there's a robo fight at the Daimon Chinese restaurant. Ernest wants us there ASAP. There, you mean the office? Nah, he wants us to go straight to Daimon. That thing at Bogey's yesterday has been bugging him, so he said he'd meet up with us there. Okay, got it. Daimon. Coolio. I'll see you there. Oh my god, guys, this dialogue. This dialogue is the best. What does Lucy have to say? Guy, you scared me. What happened? You woke up on your own? No, Harry called me. I've got work to do. Oh, and I was so proud of you for having woken yourself up for once. But you didn't. Just a little north and a little east. Okay, let's go. How could this have happened? It's terrible. It was already too late when we arrived. You're late. Things have gotten pretty bad here. It seems poor guy here was dead before we arrived. Looks like mental shock must have killed him. You can take real physical damage in a robo battle, guys. The stakes just got so much higher. I thought everybody was just goofing off, playing video games against each other, robo-battling, but you can actually die. It takes a tremendous amount of stress to actually kill someone. I go to all the trouble of coming here in person, and this is what I get. Harry, what are you doing here? We got a call, but we came too late. Whatever happened, it was over before we got here. Bounty Hunters Bob, we've got it from here, so why don't you all beat it? We've got a job to do, and you bounty hunters aren't part of it. Yeah, if you die in the game, you die for real. Classic.hack/Sword Art Online style. The victim was fighting some sort of autonomous robo. What did you say? And when it killed the victim, it fled the scene. An autonomous robo? You don't know anything, do you? I'm really starting to worry if you've got the chops to be a commander. An autonomous robo moves itself without having any commander. They were designed for skipped over it. You know what I'm going to ask? I need you to do a half dive and read the victim's last thoughts. Please, I'm begging you. With your power, we should be able to find some clue we can use. But I... Hey, Roy, ask her to help. Why should I have to beg this mercenary nobody to help us in our investigation? An excellent point and well made. But if, for example, you had even a fraction of her skill and power, maybe you wouldn't have to. So swallow your foolish pride and do it. I don't know, I haven't done a half dive in so long, I'm not even sure I still can. What's a half dive? It's when Marcia dives partway into a robo. She's the only person who can do this. Marcia can dive into a robo that's already been registered by eye contact. It doesn't mean she can control a pre-registered robo though. However, she's able to read the commander's remaining cognition. So whatever the commander saw through his robo's eyes, she sees. She can even read that guy's last thoughts. Kind of gruesome, right? Only thing is, when she does this... I'm starting, she said. Marcia, what's wrong? Pixelli, calm down. I'll explain later. The victim wasn't fighting a custom robo. It didn't look like a robo. I've never seen anything like it. It was like a living thing. Plot twist. Ridiculous. No living thing can enter a Holosseum. You're right. It's just not possible. But everything about it is different. It doesn't move like a robot. It doesn't even look like one. Did you see what it was? Only vaguely. It's just... I've heard enough. There's no way that could happen. Shut up, Roy. Marcia, what was it? I've never felt such overwhelming power. Come with us to HQ. We want to make a composite sketch of the robo you saw. Hey, whoa there. Look at her. Marcia's in bad shape. The stress of the half dive is getting to her. Now you see what she has to go through every time she does this. We're sorry about that, but as a citizen, she must comply with any and all police squad orders. Roy, we're not asking for their cooperation, not their resentment. We are asking for their cooperation, not their resentment. Be civil. Forgive me. As if. Okay, now they're just bickering. So they want Marcia to go to police HQ. Alright. So this is crazy. Like, I thought this was a kid's game, and it was gonna be like... I don't know. Like, Metabots style. Like, really lighthearted. But no, real people die in Custom Robo. See you later, Drake Robo. Have a great night. Arctoast, greatest video game of all time ever. Yeah. We were kind of like roasting it for the bad writing. But it's gone some unexpected places for sure. It's the phone. Also, if you guys can see, I don't know if it's too small on your screen, this poster of like Marv in the background. I hope we get to see Marv soon because his character art is epic. Bogey, sorry about yesterday. I know he was a wanted man. I forgot my robo. That's why I couldn't catch him. You gave Dark Blue the job yesterday, so now you're handing one down to us today. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I'm a very loyal customer. Your cafe has great atmosphere. Oh, you're starting a poetry slam night. What makes you think I write poetry? Oh, you saw that? Well, I'll send the boys over right now. Guys, this game is ridiculous. Alright, we've got work. Get over to Bogey's pronto. It seems like there's some guy making a killing on battle wagers. Bogey said the guy's incredibly strong, and he's gonna put Bogey out of business if this keeps up. Yeah, Marv does look like a freak. Alright. So we gotta go over to Bogey's. Wait, are we going to Bogey's or are we going to Daimon? I think we're going to Bogey's, right? Yeah. Look at Harry strut. Thanks for the call, Bogey. Steel Hearts at your service. Well, hello. You guys gotta love evil. I've been waiting for you, Harry, and you too, Pixelly. Great, not you again. Why are you here? Me? Oh, I'm sure it's a mere coincidence. We thought we could use some nice tea after all our hard work, and we found a man in need. Who would have resolved the situation right away, but Bogey insisted that we give you Steel Hearts fellows a fair shot. And fair's fair, of course. We're waiting until you screw up. Alright, so we're going to do a 2-on-2 battle with Evil and the Dark Blue Gang. Alright, let's get to it. The whole series has this cheesy anime style that I love. I made a whole video about the series, and it's a shame Nintendo seems to have put Custom Robo behind them. Anyways, love your videos. Thank you, Arctoast. I need to check out your video. You can post a link to your video in the chat if you want. I'm not sure if it'll get, like, censored by a bot, but definitely feel free to share it here. And I'll definitely check it out later. I actually have Custom Robo on the N64 because I modded my N64 so I could play imports, but I've never played V2. And I played very, very little of the N64 one. I just wanted to give it a shot because I like picking up N64 Japan exclusives. Definitely way harder to tell what's going on, and these conveyor belts are super annoying. Alright, so I took out one guy. Oh no, he's not taking it, just about. There we go. I guess the rebirth part makes sense to me because if that mechanic was not in there, you would just keep smashing on someone once they were downed. And I'm pretty sure that's in Virtual On too, right? Like you have this like in the you flash and you can't be hit for a little while after you're downed. You now have access to the left flank bomb H. Go visit the parts generator. Also feint pod F. All right. I like his maniacal laugh. Well, I certainly hope you succeed in this mission. You look like you're in need of a less shabby wardrobe. The clothes make the man, after all. Shall we go? You're hosting illegal gambling matches. Okay, let's just look at this dialogue. Well, I mean, what is illegal anyway? I mean, it's such a vague term, you know? I get it. That's why you called us instead of the cops. You didn't want to get busted. Maybe when you're older, you'll understand. Listen, don't tell anyone, okay? I won't say a word. Well, I'd appreciate your discretion. Anyway, get in there and talk to the waiter. I'm really counting on you. So Rebirth is essentially iframes. Yeah, I guess so. We should chat up the crowd for some info before we sign up. Here's the crowd. Shiner's been winning all the matches, so it's no fun to bet. Who's this sketchy guy? I'm entertaining the next tournament. I'll probably bump into one of you depending on how they mix up the entries. you're the one who's been winning all the matches. You got the wrong person, buddy, so you want to talk to Shiner. He's in the waiting room right now with the other combatants. Let's get those new parts. Got a lot of parts this time. Dang, a lot of parts. Okay. Wait, who's this? This is like the most anime character. Look at this guy. He's like every enigmatic trench coat wearing, blue hair having, mysterious anime guy. Alright, so how do I get to the waiting room? Oh, I just fight right now? No? Do I go up to here? I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go. Hold on a moment. Oh, so I just had to talk to him twice? Thank you for waiting. Harry's number 16 and Pixelli's number is 9. Which one's been winning all the matches? That would be Shiner, entry number 1. I see he's number 1, I'm 16, and Pixelli's 9. Dang, according to this, we won't get a chance to face him until the finals. And that means that Pixelli and I have to fight each other in the semifinals. Can't we change? Sorry, everything's done by computers. It's totally random. I can't change your number. If I start messing around with the numbers, the guests will think I'm fixing the matches. Alright. I like Polly. Look at this guy. The biggest difference is it has a stealth function. If you do an air dash, this function will make your robo disappear, dodging incoming gunfire. But compared to a Shining Fighter model, it moves slowly. If you're going to use a Strike Vanisher, take advantage of its stealth ability to dodge gunfire. Got it? Got it. And one more thing. There's a Holosseum called a Diamond Cell that the police squad uses. There's a Magma Zone in that Holosseum, so be careful. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. Magma Zone, yeah, it's the red area. You'll take a lot of damage if you go into it. Good, how's that for irony, though? You're not a crook, but you're fighting a cop. Comedy. Geki Black, hello, welcome. It's been years since you played this game. Yeah, it's been years since I played it as well. Let's see if I can customize a little bit, if there's anything else. The vertical gun fires 2 rounds straight ahead and 2 more vertically. See, the basic still... It says the 3-way is just the basic but better, but I felt like the basic did more damage. And I don't have anything else. I'm gonna just keep it with the basic. Try the left flank. I'll try the spider, and then I'll keep the legs. We'll see how that goes. Legally fighting cops. Yeah. like that all the arenas are different though. That's cool. It just adds a little bit of variety. Oh, the spider pod seems pretty good. Maybe it's not good. It seems like super slow. Got him. I win. So I have not lost. For those of you who are like jumping into the stream late, I have not lost a single match yet. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it's like the game seems pretty easy in the early part of the game at least. You now have access to the javelin. Why couldn't I have drawn an easier first match? So much for paying my bills. I think the javelin is a, yeah, it's a new type of body. This one looks pretty cool. I might try this one. Let's give that one a shot. Let's go to the customize menu. So I'm just looking at my stats here and looking at my attack power. The javelin's power is horrible. Strike Vanisher uses stealth. Yeah. It looks cool, but I'm not going to switch to it. The criminal's power is okay, but it's slower. I'm surprised the metal ape has such a low attack. So I think the ray is... Oh, you can change the color. How did I miss that? I'm torn between blue and green. I feel like the blue one looks the best. All right, let's continue. The next match is Pixelia versus Walt. Let's have a clean fight. Think where you're gonna go. Fire when you use the pod. You can do all kinds of things with the pod. You can block your foe's way by firing ahead of them. Also use the corners of the Holosseum to corner your foe. Got it. Okay. Blue looks like Wing Zero. Yeah, it does kind of. Luna says real gamer. Yes, I'm playing on an actual GameCube for those who have joined late. I'm playing on my CRT, and then I have it all hooked up to a splitter and then a retro tank. I like how this guy looks. Reminds me of Gurren Lagann. Oh, this field is cool. I like that they're starting to vary up the environments. We got our classic snow level. It's not a video game unless there's a snow level. Guy's got like a shotgun. That's pretty good. shotgun attack is pretty much impossible to dodge, but thankfully it doesn't do a ton of damage. KO. You know what this game needs? It needs like a good like announcer to do like a good fighting game, like KO every time you win. You now have access to the left 5-way gun. I'm guessing that's the shotgun that he was using. Oh, I'll never afford that lovely toupee now. So that's what he was after. A+ dialogue. I gotta say, like we were shitting on it, but this is like greatest of all time bad writing. At long last, it's time for the semifinals. So what mech game would you guys like me to stream next? I could stream Custom Robo again. I could stream a different game. Let's take this guy out. I need to change that spider thing. It's pretty bad. The spider pod. I do not like how it works. And yet another KO. As much fun as it is to riff off this game's dialogue, it would be cool to see something new. Yeah, I'm gonna keep to Custom Robo tonight, but I meant for the next stream. Man, I didn't think you'd be so good. Well, I know I told you to not hold back, but I didn't feel right going to full strength on you. Yeah, I thought about beating this game, but it's not what I wanted it to be. Like, I think if this game had... Oh, this guy's... I'm just gonna read this quick. A lightning sky model. It's the newest edition. It can attack and change directions while doing an air dash. It can only air dash once, but it travels for a long time. Almost looks like it's flying. However, it moves really slowly on the ground. That's not quite what I want. It could be. It could potentially be good. Maybe I should try it. I think if this game had like an EXP system and a more robust, like you earn money and buy parts at a shop, kind of like Metabot style, I think that would be really fun. Let's try that. Luna says, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you can't change the limbs and head. It's just robot and weapons. Yeah, it is just robot and weapons. The customization's a little bit limited. And the colors are just a few preset colors as well. Oh, I actually really like how this one controls. This guy's got like a flamethrower. It's pretty good. I feel like this guy's Robo looks kind of like a Digimon. There we go. I feel like this is a missed opportunity. I like being able to fully customize the robot itself like in Armored Core. Yeah, this is not at all on the level of an Armored Core game. Now I have access to the flame gun. You can definitely tell it's more geared toward kids. What's this idiot talking about? Wait a sec, is this guy from Z? You mean the Z Syndicate? Well, duh. Didn't you notice the big Z on his collar? Well, big surprise, that's the Z Syndicate's logo. My sis showed it to me once. Nobody's really sure what the Z Syndicate is, other than it's some kind of syndicate. Real helpful, pal. But he's right, no one knows what the Z stands for. How's that for mysterious? Nobody knows where they're based, who runs them, or what the Z stands for. The only thing we know is that they're planning something with their Custom Robo. This is the first time I've ever seen one of them, but why are they wasting their time in these gambling pits? Maybe we should just ask this joker here. So are you with Z or what? I don't know nothing. The lights are going out. I really like this illustration of the main character. It's so fun. Oh, it's Hatsune Miku again. Did you see anyone rush outside? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, everyone. As a result of today's weirdness, I'm closing up for the day. Everybody's bouncing. That guy was rude. Is that like her brother? They have like the same outfit. I'm going home. Where am I supposed to go? I spaced out. Back to the Steel Hearts. Let's see. Hey Marcia, you're here. So what happened yesterday? Nothing. It was nothing really. She's been like this all day. I just try to talk to her and she just clams up all clam-like. We're supposed to be partners, but she's not acting real partnerly, you know? I'm sorry for leaving. I can't figure her out. Harry, give her some space. She'll talk about it if she wants to, but you can't force her. Pixelly. I love this guy's chair. I also love that his chair has his name on it. I see you're all here. Good, now listen up. Lately we've had a real bad run of luck. You all seem overworked and just a little stressed. Marcia, I'm looking at you. Anyway, surprise! I've entered you all in today's battle tournament. You did what? Come on, Chief. You know just how tired we are, so why not just give us the stinking day off? Hey, I paid your entry fees. You should show a little appreciation. And you better win, you hear? If you do, it'll be great publicity for our office. So that's what this is about. You couldn't care less how tired we are. He's not worried about us at all. Isn't that right, Marcia? It must have been him. It looked just like him. Oh my god, guys. Alright. There's still quite a few areas that we haven't unlocked. Okay, so it says there's some time before the tournament. So I wonder if I just have to talk to people. Well, first let's get some more parts. Flame gun. And the 5-way gun. Caboose pod. Once a robo transforms, it's only 30 centimeters tall. Right, these people are telling you all about stats that are super obvious. You have to win 5 consecutive matches to take the championship. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. They're all just talking about the stats. Okie dokie. Can I start the tournament now? Great. No, I cannot. Oh, maybe I have to talk to these people. This is brutal. It's a classic. You have to talk to every single NPC. Good luck. Harry's waiting for you at the battle table. Where's Harry at? There he is. Isn't that the kid that lives next door to you? Don't expect me to go easy on you because you're my neighbor. That kid's got guts. Try not to let him beat you. If you time your charge, you can approach your opponent while dodging his attacks. Watch out though, you'll be vulnerable to attacks right before and after you charge. Got it. Alright, let's try a little bit more customization here. Let's try the feather. Why not? Oh, the caboose looks good. We'll try the flamethrower out. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little, kind of like playground style, kids room style level. So the flamethrower has pretty awful range. Honestly, the damage is not high enough, I think, to warrant the reduction in range. So after this match, I'll probably go back to the standard one. It's pretty solid, but it's not... Oh, that's cool. Did you guys just see what I just did? That charge, like, helicopter attack. And take him out. The Robo is looking really cool now. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to customize it. I would like a body style that's like a little bit more robust, or just like a little more heavy duty looking than this one. This one's like a little stickly to me. But I'm trying to get the colors to be a little bit more cohesive, while still having it be good in combat. Who else do I fight? Oh, now I fight this guy. I'm just gonna change the weapon real quick back to, oops. Yeah, back to the basic weapon. Nice, we're in a giant bowl. Oh, I got such a bad countdown. This level's kind of hard because there's really nowhere to hide. I will say that the combat might not be that exciting to watch, but while you're playing it, it is pretty engaging. Like it is pretty fun. Like it has a certain fun factor to it. Oh my god. There we go. I hope I get his drill weapon. That seemed pretty cool. My hopes, my dreams, my restaurant of champions, all gone. Alright, who's next? What did it say I had to beat? Six people, was it? Or 12 people? I feel like it was 6. So she's got an aerial beauty type. Oh, that's cool. This one definitely reminds me of Virtualon in the style of the mech. The attacks also definitely remind me of Fei Yin from Virtualon. feel like I'm definitely getting better at the combat. And just as I say that, I get knocked down a bunch. There we go. I now have access to Earth. Great, I made it to the semifinals. What happens if I lose? I wonder if there's like a game over. I doubt it. I imagine you rematch, but that would be kind of insane if there was a game over. Kind of like the blue one. That looks cool. Let's try high jump. I feel like we just need a few more weapons. I'll try the vertical just because it looks cooler. I feel like that setup looks pretty cool. If I go back. I just need a blue weapon and then it'll look pretty cool. Alright, let's fight this guy. Alright. That weapon that I'm using now, the new weapon, is insane. Super good. Took him out. I feel like my robo is finally looking cohesive. And the finals, I'm versus Marcia. Let's see how this goes. Feel pretty good about it. Oh, her robo's pretty cool. she's pretty good. This is... I might lose. It's not looking good. Gonna be close for sure. I think I'm gonna lose. And I lost. First time. That was a hard fight. So, okay, I guess it just resets and you just do it again. She was pretty tough. I feel like maybe... I need one that does a little bit more attack damage. Yeah, I'll just use the basic. The other one has great aim, but this one I think does a little bit more damage. Definitely doing a lot better with the basic weapon. It's way more powerful. Got it. I did way better that time. And I won. Nice. You now have access to the booster legs. And so this year's winner new champion is Pixelly. Wonderful. I'm exhilarated. The combat definitely looks a bit more fun to watch when the opponent's a bit more challenging. Yeah, definitely. What's this? The winner has something important to say. Stop the music. If you happen to have any problems, don't hesitate to call Steel Hearts. We're in the book. Look us up. Give us a call. He really went through with it. Great. I thought we agreed that it'd be first place, Marcia second, you in third place, but whatever. Oh well, at least one of us won. Marcia's already gone home. What are you doing after this? I'm going home. Or chillin'. You could pick chillin'. Okay, then maybe Sophie will want to go do something with me. I'm gonna bug her until she agrees to a date. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there for the stream. This was really fun. Thank you guys for hanging out. Oh wait, let's just see what happens here. Yeah, it's just another phone call. This was really fun though. Thank you all for hanging out. I think next time we'll pick another mech game to play. And yeah, I don't know. We'll play another game. Maybe I'll try to do this once a week. I think it would be good to do it once a week. I gotta work on getting some little things in the stream fixed. These little things here, like latest sub and the member goal and stuff, they're not refreshing. So I gotta mess around with that stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was really fun to hang out and do some unboxings. And yeah, hopefully we can make it a regular thing. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.